Dear children, our next topic is reproductive phase of life in humans. So let us see what happens in this reproductive phase. Adolescents become capable of reproduction. So what happens? They start reproducing and it lasts for longer time in case of males than in females. And in case of females, it starts at puberty. What is the age of puberty in case of females? It is generally 10 to 11 years of age. And it ends for 40 to 50 years. So, we can say that the reproductive phase of female is 11 to 50 years. In between, somewhere in between 11 to 15 years. She is capable of reproduction. So, how the process of reproduction takes place, let us try to understand. So, in case of female, another process takes place which is known as menstruation. Now, let us try to understand what is meant by menstruation. In case of females, the ovary, what is ovary? The female reproductive organ. It produces one egg every month. So, there are two ovaries. Out of that, one egg is produced every month and the uterus prepares to receive the fertilized egg. So, uterus is another reproductive part in human female. It starts preparing itself to receive the fertilized egg. How the fertilized egg came? It is by the fusion of male and female gamete. That is, male gamete is called sperm and the female gamete is called ovum. It starts preparation for receiving the fertilized egg. Suppose fertilization doesn't take place, then the uterus wall breaks and comes out of vagina as blood and mucus. So this happens in case of menstruation. This is the process which occurs. Now next let us see how the cycle continues. This cycle takes place once every month and it's called menstruation or the menstrual cycle or the periods, and it lasts for 4 to 5 days, and the cycle takes place once in every 28 to 30 days. Now this was about menstrual cycle or the menstruation. Now let us see what is meant by menarche. So the first menstrual flow begins at puberty. This is called menarche. Once again, the period of female in which the first menstrual flow begins is called the menarche. And let us see what is meant by menopause. Pause means to stop. So, the stoppage of menstruation is called menopause. And it generally occurs at the age of nearly 45 to 50 years in case of females. So, this was about menstruation and the reproductive phase of life in humans. Good morning children. Today we are going to learn about how the sex of a baby is determined. For that reason, we have to first understand what is meant by chromosomes. Dear children, I have already explained to you about chromosomes in our previous chapters, that is cell structure and function. So, chromosomes are found in the nucleus, inside the nucleus of the cell, and on the chromosomes genes are located. So, inside the fertilized egg or the zygote is the instruction for determining the sex of the baby. So, these instructions are present on the thread-like structures which are called chromosomes. And chromosomes are found in the nucleus, inside the nucleus of the cell. And in case of human beings, we have 23 pairs of chromosomes in the nuclei of our cell. Now let us see what is meant by 6 chromosomes. So, out of 23 pairs, one pair is called sex chromosome and 22 pairs are called autosomes. So, out of 23 pairs, one pair is called sex chromosome and 22 pairs are called autosomes. Autosomes gives characters to the child or the baby. X chromosome and Y chromosomes. And in case of female, they have two X chromosomes, similar homozygotic, similar chromosomes, that is XX. In case of male, it is not, it is heterozygotic, that is X and Y chromosome. So both gametes, egg and sperm, have only one set of chromosomes. In case of the unfertilized egg, always they have only one X chromosome, and in case of sperms, they have two types, that is X chromosome and Y chromosome. Now, how to decide whether the baby will be boy or girl? So, if the sperm contributes Y chromosome, then the zygote will develop into male child. Similarly, if the sperm contributes X chromosome, then the child will develop into female child. We'll try to understand this in detail. Now let us see how the sex determination in human beings takes place. Let us understand the process taking place. So suppose we have male, that is we can denote like this also, I told you earlier, and female we can denote like this. Then male has X and Y chromosome, whereas female has both X chromosome. Once again, male has X and Y sex chromosome and female has X and X sex chromosome. Now when gametes will be formed, it will be one X and one Y gamete. And in case of female, it will be both X gamete only, X and X. So where it is difference? It is difference in male. This Y gamete is there. Now, when fertilization takes place, let us see what happens. Suppose this X gamete fertilizes with this X from the female, then the resulting offspring will have X and X chromosome. Next, if this X chromosome fertilizes with this X chromosome from the female, then also offspring will have X and X chromosome. Now, next, suppose this Y gamete fertilizes with this X chromosome from the female, then we have X and Y chromosomes in case of offspring. Suppose in another child, if this Y chromosome fertilizes with X chromosome in case of female, then also they have X and Y chromosome. So now let us see what happens. Suppose if it is X and X chromosome, then the sex of the child will be female. The baby will be a girl child. Similarly, here also you can see X and X chromosome. So the baby will be female or it will be girl child. Here you can see we get one X and one Y chromosome in the baby. So the sex of the child will be male, that is boy, baby boy. Another one we see here also X and Y chromosome. So the sex of the baby will be male or the baby boy will be born to the couple. So like this we have seen that how sex is determined in case of human beings. So dear children, sex chromosome of father determines the sex of unborn baby. Who determines the sex of unborn baby? It is only the father who determines the sex of unborn baby. But generally we believe that it is the mother who is responsible for sex of the child. It is not at all so. So the belief that mother is responsible for the sex of a baby is completely wrong. We should not blame mother for the sex of the child, as she is contributing only X chromosome. She has two X chromosomes. Either first one or the second one she is contributing for the process of fertilization. So she is not at all responsible for the sex of the child. So dear children, I hope you understood about the topic sex determination